Kim Il-sung wanted to invade South Korea in order to reunify the Korean peninsula under his regime. He thinks that the US won't intervene in a war like this because World War II just ended and they were still recovering from this conflict. Kim went to Joseph Stalin, the Soviet leader at the time, and asked permission if he could invade South Korea. Stalin told him to postpone the invasion, fearing that the US would intervene. Besides, the US already has an atomic bomb and it could be used against them. He also told Kim to cooperate with China's Mao Zedong. Mao and the Communists won the Chinese Civil War in 1949, and their enemy, the nationalist Kuomintang, fled to Taiwan. Mao wanted to invade Taiwan, but Stalin told him to help Kim, and he was not in a position to refuse this. Finally, in 1949, the Soviets also successfully made their own atomic bomb called the First Lightning. The USA no longer had the nuclear supremacy. The world now knew if a war broke out between the rivals, it would be more destructive than ever before. After the USSR created their first nuclear weapon, Stalin finally agreed to support Kim Il-sung's invasion plan and gave the North T-34 tanks and weapons. But Stalin said he wouldn't send Soviet troops if Kim invades the South. On June 25, 1950, the North Koreans crossed the 38th parallel and took Seoul, South Korea's capital, in just 3 days. They steamrolled through the southern part, and in 3 months the southern government was overrun and retreated to the area known as Busan Perimeter. In Busan, President Syngman Rhee declared martial law. The UN was shocked because of the North Korean invasion, and they voted to help South Korea in this war. Under a command of a UN peacekeeping force, the US and several other nations landed troops into Korea. This emergency peacekeeping force was made up of troops from 16 different countries to defend the South. In Busan, the South Koreans were desperately holding the area until the US and UN peacekeeping force arrived. And in September 15 to 19, 1950, the US and UN landed in the city of Incheon near Seoul. It was led by US General Douglas MacArthur. During World War II, he liberated the Philippines from the Japanese and he won the Pacific Theater. Their plan was to launch an amphibious assault at the middle of the Korean peninsula. By doing this, they were able to cut off North Korean forces in South Korea. And from September 22 to 28, UN forces recaptured and liberated Seoul from North Korea. Because of the invasion by North Korea, President Syngman Rhee thought that the demarcation line at the 38th parallel was now meaningless. General MacArthur reassured President Truman of the US that the Chinese won't be involved, and on October 1st, 1950, South Korean forces crossed the 38th parallel, and the UN forces also joined South Korean forces advancing north after the UN General Assembly passed a new resolution in order to go north of the 38th parallel on October 7, 1950. By October 19, the South Korean forces successfully entered Pyongyang, and the advancing forces reached the Amnok River. At this point, China was getting worried that if North Korea fell, China would be at risk next. This caused China to enter the war on October 19th under the command of Commander Peng Dehuai. They waited until the UN forces and South Korean forces were deep within Northern Korean territory. On November 1st, the Chinese People's Volunteer Army began its assault and sent 500,000 troops into North Korea. The number of troops assisting the North exceeded 600,000 on record. Because of this, the UN forces were outnumbered and caught off guard, suffering heavy losses. They retreated, and the forces encircled at the Chosin Reservoir fought their way to Hungnam. On January 1951, Seoul once again fell to the Communists. The UN retaliated and retook Seoul on March 15th from the Chinese and re-established control back up to the 38th parallel by the end of the month. By April and May of 1951, it became clear that the war was at a stalemate. It remained like that until July 27, 1953, where the UN, North Korean, and Chinese forces signed a ceasefire agreement, ending all hostilities on the Korean peninsula. To this day, North and South Korea are still at war because there was no peace treaty signed. This war caused millions of families separated, millions of dollars worth of infrastructure, factories, and etc. destroyed. And this established a demilitarized zone called the Korean DMZ that is guarded by almost 2 million troops on each side. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I've been wanting to make this video for a long time now, and I want to see if you guys want this type of content where I talk about history and stuff. Shout out to those channels again where I got some important information relating to my video, and most of the footages that I got on the fourth chapter of this video is from this video shown on the screen right here. So the link of this video is on the description down below. And again guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys want more videos like this, please leave a like, share this video, and subscribe. And if you guys want some shoutouts, please comment down below. See you guys on the next one. Peace out guys, bye bye, and God bless to all of you.